Good morning, my friends.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning, guys.
How are you guys?
Very good.
I'm sick actually. How are you?
No way. I'm good. Today something unexpected happened.
What happened?
We have so much snow today, bro. It's crazy. I thought that snow is over.
Yeah, weather is going bad here as well. Gonna start to snow by the end of the day.
I mean, maybe this is the most that we've had or not, but totally unexpected. And it's snowing a lot more.
Seth, can you check GCAT?
Yes, we can check GCAT. Let's take a look.
There was a break, but I think it was not big one.
Was not strong enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, 5-6 pips. Risky trade here. Probably I wouldn't take it. As a setup, it looks perfect.
Yeah, just.
But the breakout was not enough.
Yeah. If we got 10 pips, it would be very good.
Yeah, if it was 10 pips, I would look to take it probably. USD CAD, USD CAD, GBP US dollar. The best trade ever yesterday. Let's see, GBP US dollar came back again. It looks like this time did a daily retest. Because the daily previously closed below. Then yesterday the daily closed above, did a retest, even though it looks like it's coming from another zone. No, look like that. I think GA can continue today.
Yes, I like it also.
GA can, but the problem is that we had the breakout and it kind of did this pullback here, this retest.
But I mean the next zone, 600. I will send the chat.
Oh yeah.
It's a good
600. One. 600 is good also probably.
Yeah. If it goes all the way, if you go on the left, there are also some reaction.
We could fill the whole range of the upside there. I think so too. Getting rid from this support, breaking this maybe say minor zone, a close above a retest and some continuation, that would be perfect. Sir, please, NZD USD dollar analysis. Okay, sir. Let's see what do we have on NZD US dollar. Previously we had some support here on the left. as you can already see. And I would say we didn't close that good below or above, so it was like an indecision candle. This current candle came all the way up again. Looks like it's gonna close above, and if it does close above, we might have something. We might have some continuation to the upside here. But personally, I wouldn't take anything here. It's not that clear setup right now. The zone is not that good. So USD CAD is in the middle of this consolidation. We had this resistance here. We broke it. There was no retest. What if it comes for a retest here? I think it's a little bit too far right now, so we're gonna have to wait. EJ. EJ's been consolidating for so long. Every time EJ is doing the same thing. Once in a while, not once in a while. I mean, every time breaks a zone, straight goes and starts a big consolidation. If we just look at the EJ, every time there's big consolidations. Look at this. It was for a whole month consolidation. Same thing we have today. We need a breakout ASAP. Looks like it's gonna be a boring long session. It might be. Who knows? But it might also, something might come at the end that you don't expect. NZD JPY doesn't look bad.
Closest is GA, I think, and the rest is for later.
GA, yeah. GA is the closest, but there's no signs right now that GA might flip bullish and give us a breakout. Oh, Euro NZD closed back in the range. Looks like it's making a retest, and we could have some continuation, but we missed the timing there. If we only would be there 5 minutes earlier.
So do you think if GCAT would pull back now on this candle and close bearish, like fake out-ish or something, and then next candle would break the level like at least 10 pips, it would be good? If this candle went bearish and then next candle would break the level like at least 10 pips.
Yeah,
Or
that would be nice.
Yeah.
That would be nice, because it would be a pretty good confirmation. Going all the way bearish, then the next candle coming close all the way bullish, I think would be nice.
it can be also some. But probably it will continue.
I mean, the way the candles are formed here, it makes perfect sense to continue. It doesn't make any sense for price to come down and result in a fake out. But I think it's gonna take some time. It already did like a retest and some continuation, but it's just 10 pips. It hasn't done anything big yet right now. GA is getting rejected, that's good. The only problem with GA, we would need like the breakout to be in this candle. That would be the best confirmation. But there's only 15 minutes left. Not enough. Time to make that push that I want. Breaking on the next candle, I think we have less chances maybe if we do it on the next candle, because a lot of time for price to push far away and not come for retest at all. That's just the only issue here. Otherwise, would be nice.
You know there's a push in the last 15 minutes?
Yes, of course. Of course, let's see if it happens. But there's no break and retest for that push. Do you have any news today?
New
No.
York session.
Yeah, now it's quiet.
Okay, low. 4 hours 43 minutes. Okay, we have CAD interest rate decision. Interesting. This could be nice. I'll trade this news. Maybe I'll trade today. Put some pendings.
Let's
And
do the
wait.
stream.
And wait for 100 pips. A move either way. Also, they're on different times, so we only have CAD news. I mean, in terms of news, we are pretty good. We're not having too many news. It's quiet, especially on London session. Like, we're not having any kind of news. I meant to trade the USD CAD news. Let's say the news are what time? 7 hours. So if the news are, let's say, 9 p.m., 2 or 3 minutes before, we put pendings 15 pips away from current price, buy stops and sell stops. 15 pips above or below, above the buy stops, below the sell stops, current price, using a 15 pip stop loss probably. And once the news will come, then you'll have some massive move in one direction, and one of the pendings should get activated. If there's going to be some kind of slippage, your entry might get pushed a little bit higher maybe, or lower. But usually the move is going to be very big, still going to give you a lot of pips. We've done it before. I think I have a video on Instagram. But I don't suggest that, guys. I don't suggest to use that. It's just a thing that you can do when you can afford to lose an X amount of money that you don't really care, because the news are basically gambling. You don't know how the result's gonna be, so it's just gambling basically. So much snow. Samuel, morning. Morning. Dun, 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 dun. Man, it's very quiet today. Everything is very quiet. This website is myfxbook.com. So I saw this trade a few hours ago happening, and I almost took it. I almost took EA here because I saw this break and retest. It matched good with the zones on the left, but it was a little bit tricky with this here. All these candles rejecting. You could see later on this candle did the same thing also. But as you can see, there's another zone here on the left. Later on, after breaking that too, getting a retest, and boom, we got rejected again. So it looks like 3 times in a row we respected the zone perfectly. Breakouts, retest. Even though the breakout here was weak, here we had a tricky situation. Maybe the best was a break and retest. The breakout, the retest. Okay, GA is getting rejected now. Last 10 minutes. Let's see if we're gonna have that kind of move that we expect in just the last 10 minutes. Does your strategy works also on lower time frames to scalp? We are doing scalping, same, just on 1 hour, same thing. Does it work on lower time frames? Yeah, I think it does, but there's no need to go on lower time frames at all. If you want to see if it tries, you can just go and do some back testing. You can see 30 minute, 15 minute, they work. There's a lot of times when there's a break and retest on 15 minutes, and the 1 hour maybe it doesn't make the retest at all. EN retest, yeah, we saw EN. It got rejected first. It's too risky, I think. Do you trade after the stream? Sometimes, yes. This zone is very, very strong. We have, it's a 1 hour, 4 hour, and a daily zone. We broke the zone 2 days ago. Yesterday, a small retest continuation. Today, coming again for the retest. I mean, we could easily flip bullish here, but there's not much time right now left because there's 5 minutes left on the clock, so I wouldn't prefer to take any trades right now. Last 5 minutes. Can you write the trades on the screen like you did yesterday? Yeah, that's when we take the trade. So we didn't take any trades yet today. We are still waiting. Waiting for 30-minute candle to close and long on retest, aiming for 8 to 10 pips. Yeah, you can do that. You can do that. On GJ, right? Yeah. That's created some kind of resistance here. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like 7 hours of rejecting the same zone. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. But I don't know. I'm not gonna look for a trade on GJ here. It's not in a good place to take a buys. In the zone should be a lot better. What percent gain did you have here on live session last week? Last week. Let's see. Last week, I don't know, to be honest. Last month, we are 6% on last month. Since mid-January, we are 11%. Do you manage the risk in lower time frames? No. Why should I manage my risk on a lower time frame? Is that a normal month? I mean, I think yeah, it is. It was a normal month because we didn't have any kind of news. It was free to trade. free from the news. I mean, easy, simple. We had more problems when there was plenty of news. But this January and February were very good. March also starting very nice. We're having wins after wins after wins. We had 10 trades, 10 wins in a row, so imagine that. Is 6% gain normal? Well, what do you think? Do you know how much 6% is in a big account? I mean, if somebody sees us here, they're gonna give us $1 million account because 6% is a lot, my friend, in 2 months. Imagine in 12 months. Can you learn Forex without purchasing some overly expensive course? Yeah, of course you can, but depends. There are courses that are cheap as hell. You know, my course is cheap. My course is cheap. You can make it back in a day. One trade and you make it back the whole course money. Just be honest. It's a lifetime thing, I mean. You never realize that you paid money. The knowledge has lot more value.
And then you can ask questions like me all the time and make Seth's life very hard.
Not at all. Not at all. You know, I could trade without the mentorship all day long, but it's more fun with others, and it's better for people. You know, when people ask you all the time, when you have to explain things every day, you just become even better. Even I have become better since I have the mentorship or live streams. I mean, every day you get better. Every day you get more confidence. More trades we take, more confidence, you know. I've had confidence to trade live, to send or call live trades years ago. So imagine now I have zero emotions to call a trade.
And I like also how the strategy is evolving now, that we are taking much less trades, but much better, higher probability. It's also giving you the confidence if you win 7 trades, maybe 8 trades in the row.
Look, bro, if you look at it, you say, okay, we're not taking trades almost every day. Like you can find 2-3 webinars without trade. Then you take a look and you see that we've made 6-7%, or how many trades we've won in the past 2 months, or maybe 1 month and a half. We're still way ahead of schedule. Like we've had plenty of setups, even though it looks like we're not having any kind of setup. But the setups are so like every time we get a setup, it's gonna be done in like 10-15 minutes, or 20, or inside an hour, and you just forget that you even took a trade. But every setup we're getting is a high quality setup, and every setup we're taking with confidence, not having any kind of doubts about it. Once we start to have doubts about the trade, then it's not good. So that's what we're trying to avoid, getting into trades that we're not comfortable. Guys, just go to the web page or website breakandretest.com. That's all of information there. Did you learn from Uncle Ted? Uncle Ted was not my mentor, but I learned a lot of things from him, of course. I learned plenty of things from Uncle Ted. We don't have a same way of trading, but basically the concept is the same. But I learned a lot of things from Uncle Ted because Uncle Ted knows a lot of things, and if you stay with Uncle Ted, you're gonna learn a lot.
I'm back.
Georgie, welcome back. What's wrong with you today? Do you have some kind of flu or something?
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
Probably just a flu.
Yeah, I guess. Let's hope.
It's gonna be gone very fast. Do you
We'll
think
see.
1-to-1 risk reward is smart because you have basically a 50% chance of getting take profit? How do you mean 50% chance? Look guys, we go most of the time for 1-to-1 risk reward. And the reason we do that is because we have a strategy that has a crazy win rate. So even with a 1-to-1 risk reward, we can make plenty. We can make plenty, just that we have confidence in our way of trading. We don't have to have 1-to-5 risk reward.
And the thing is, we also cut losses, so the real risk reward
Yeah.
is even better because it's sometimes we take a full loss, but most of the time we take small loss or 5 pips or break even.
Yeah, I mean most of the time we can avoid taking a full loss. Most of the time, and we don't take full losses. Let's see. If we are lucky, in every fake out, there's going to be a pullback at your entry. And if you are smart, you don't start at that moment to trade with hopes. Say, okay, price coming to my entry now. It doesn't matter that it's a fake out. I'm hoping that price might go in my way. So that's the wrong decision. If you're smart, price has closed back in the range after the breakout. It comes at your entry, you close it. You close it and move on because the more you hold there, you're just trading with hopes. You're not trading what you see. Why don't you use any kind of indicator? Does your trading use only candlestick support and resistance? Yes, that's true. Why do you have to use indicators when you can make money without any of them? You just need candle support and resistance, that's all. We don't use them because we don't need them. Ash, what's up, my friend? Where have you been, man? It's gonna be a monthly payment. I don't know. Maybe we'll make one soon. GJ. We're talking about GJ. I mean, it's not bad at all. You could trade this with a small stop here, maybe 4 or 5 pips, but I'm not taking it in this kind of range. It just doesn't look good to me. I don't trust it enough, this zone, to take a trade. I'm gonna wait. I mean, it looks pretty bullish, to be honest, and it can continue all the way up, but I'm probably gonna wait for GA here. Maybe it gives me a chance.
Yeah, Ash, what is happening, bro? You are rich now and you are not talking with us anymore.
No, Ash.
I think Ash has now two FTMO accounts, 100,000.
Yeah, probably he has to. He passed too, so now
Yeah.
he doesn't need to stay with us, man. He's his own
Boss.
yeah. I mean, that's what we want, Ash. That's what we want. Once you get to a level where you don't need others to trade anymore, why not? The whole point is you guys to be independent. Once you are independent, you don't need others. You can trade by yourself. You can come, say hi once in a while. It's perfectly fine. Photo Magic, my friend. If the website's not working, text me on Telegram. GJ looks like it's gonna respect this level. And we'll see how far this can go. GBP US dollar. This could flip bullish also, because there was like a small minus zone here, and it looks like it's just making a retest to continue more, if that's the case. But on the other side, we have a small zone here, which can make things ugly and make this turn into a fake out. It's just we don't have a clean break and retest yet today. Guys, we don't have a clean break and retest. Just go and see yesterday's trade. If there's no trade like yesterday's trade, then you just have to skip it. Don't try to push anything else. Look at yesterday's trade. It can't get any better. It's satisfying to watch. What's your bias on Euro AUD, mate? Let's see, mate. EA bias. If you look at the daily, it's totally bearish. We had some pullback on the daily. Now we're just consolidating. there's no real direction yet until we kind of break some a good level. If you look on the 4 hour, it might continue bullish. It might continue. The 1 hour has some zones in between. Honestly, I think it's a mess right now. So it wouldn't be a good idea to take any trades here. I would skip it for now until it breaks a very strong zone. I wouldn't take any trades. How many pips was your ever biggest trade, your record? I think 700 pips. Had a trade on EA. No, not sure. EA or ERNZD. I held it for how much? I think 2 months. It was a break and retest, and it turned out to go more, and I just didn't close. I didn't have a very big lot size on it, but at the end it paid a lot. We can find it on Instagram. I think I posted it, or I don't know if I posted it. GA is there, trying to break. We'll see if it gives us that breakout. Gold, my friends, gold is right at support. Right at support. It got rejected first, now it's the second time coming back again. It might break, who knows? If it breaks, we could see some continuation to the downside. Or you have another option. If it breaks to the upside, you might have a very nice move to the upside. So this level is pretty strong. Look, last time it took a while until it broke, but then it melted all the way to the downside. Same thing is happening again. Now it's a matter of time until it breaks. You know some good books for trading? I think one good book is Trading in the Zone. I think it's similar on what we do, if I'm not wrong. But I've just heard a lot of people that like the book, so it's probably not bad. But I'll tell you that I've never read a trading book. That's the truth. And it's not necessarily needed to read a book. But why not? You can. If you can read books, why not? GA is pushing, slowly climbing up. As I said before, the only problem on GA could be that we don't get the retest and we push straight to the next zone. How did you learn if you have never read any books? You stay in front of the charts and you look how market moves, and you learn a pattern that market does every single day, same thing every day, and you try to follow it. You follow the trend, you look for confirmations, and the market does the same thing every single day. It just repeats itself over and over and over again. All you gotta do is find something that market does every single day and follow that. After how long you found break and retest? Once I found break and retest, it was straight profitable because it works straight. Break and retest the king. It took me a year, I think, after trying plenty of different things. In the beginning, guys, I was trading with EMAs too. I would trade break and retest the same way, but I would have two EMAs too. So when you would have a breakout, EMAs and price would come to retest, EMAs would cross each other. So that's where I would take buys, and EMAs would be just another confluence for me. Then later on, I just deleted the EMAs too, and we trade clean chart now. GA is acting a little bit weird because the spread is going high sometimes, like there's some kind of news. That's what I see at least.
Yeah, on FDemo account it's quite stable. It's less than 1 pip.
Yeah. Same here, same here. I don't know, it looked like it.
But it have now a lot of time to push. It may push to the next zone.
That's what I said before, because there's still plenty of time until the next candle. 40 minutes is a lot, and if it goes above resistance in the beginning, 20 minutes, that means it has another 40 minutes just to push up, because that could be a breakout on a lower time frame and you could have a whole move to the upside until the last minute. Look, we talked about GU here. It's too risky, the trade we took. It might work, and it is working, but it's risky. Because it was already at the zone here, and that could have been as a rejection, But lucky you, it's working out. If it flips bullish, then you are on for some nice pips.
This 39.15 looks good if it breaks up on GU maybe, but it's a long way.
We have to wait. Let's see how far the GA is gonna go without us. Now we are almost 10 pips, getting close. 8. Once it goes 10, if it comes around here, I think I'll probably skip. This GU could have been very nice. The only problem was this, because I really had in mind to take buys on GU. But this stopped me. Once the 4-hour passed this previous 4-hour candle, I knew it right away that we're gonna have a bigger push than that. Also, the retest of this minor zone here. This is a setup that we sometimes like to take. When price breaks a zone, then comes for retest, but we miss the retest. After that, usually it makes a small minus zone, and when it breaks, we have some more continuation. So this was a perfect example. Except that price came all the way back, all the way to the next zone, which made things difficult here. So we had to skip it. But look how good it is. Geo is a very good pair to trade, to be honest. We don't usually have losses on GU. It rarely happens. Of course, we do expect to have losses sometimes, but it works 90% of the time. Now look how good it respects zones. A very nice break and retest just happened in GCAT. Resistance in 1.75700. Yeah, the thing is GCAT didn't come for retest. GCAT didn't give us a retest. This was not enough. Had to come a little lower at least. We rejected too early. But GCAT was pretty good. Pretty good. Look, GCAT already looked like a perfect setup. It's just we didn't have the confirmation that we wanted. We wanted a bigger breakout. If it was like 7 pips, 8, I would probably take it. I wouldn't let this go just because it was not full 10 pips. 7, 8 pips, I would still take it. But it was only 4 pips. And we know that GBP CAD is a volatile pair. So 4 pips breakout is not enough. Guys, don't lose time discussing if it's good to read books or not. Of course it's good. Of course it's good to read books. I just said I didn't read any because I don't know. Maybe I focused too much on the charts. Didn't really have time to start reading books. I want to see action, and most of the things that I saw in the books were pretty like basic things. But there are plenty of good books. For some people, they can be very helpful. Uh, GA is gone. Yeah, it's pushing. It is pushing. Hopefully, I don't know if we're gonna be lucky to get a retest here before going all the way up here. Just the price needs to stay here, and it's gonna be pretty hard because there's another 30 minutes, and in 30 minutes a lot of things can happen. That's for sure. When is that Magic Keys giveaway promised? Oh, I didn't promise a Magic Key. I said I would do it, but you guys didn't do what I asked. So what can I say? We were 300 people or more, almost 400 people. We said if we make the same likes as the people we were, we can do the Magic Keys, but we didn't. So it's gone now. Maybe I'll do the Magic Keys. I'll decide when. Also, there's a new Magic Keys now. So who's lucky to get the new Magic Keys? GAGA. Probably making a retest on the 30 minute. Who wants to take a risk and take the retest on the 30 minute and see how it goes? What do you think about the advice to focus only in few pairs? That helps? Yeah, it can help. Look, it all depends on you guys. It all depends on you. Everybody has a different personality. If you can focus on a few pairs, it's great. You'll have less things, and you'll not miss anything when you have less pairs. But basically, for me, it doesn't really matter, to be honest. It doesn't matter that I have all these pairs. If you look at me now, it takes me 2 minutes to look at all these pairs. So 1 hour, 5 minutes before the candle closes, I wait for a breakout, right? So it doesn't even take me 5 minutes to go through every pair and find a breakout, because I don't have a complicated thing to find on the market. I only need to see a breakout, and that can be spotted very easily without making a big effort. So for me, it's easy. See, it's we have 30 minutes left. I mean, you can go all through all these pairs in basically a minute, and you can go on again and see if there's something happening. And while going through these, you see that GA is breaking a level, and you stop on GA and you wait. Sorry guys, I have to answer a call. Okay. Salam alaikum. Wa alaikum salam. Habib. Where do you post your previous magic keys? We had the giveaways 2 times until now, I think, if I'm not mistaken. And you can find them on Instagram. GA is making a retest on the 30-minute. Who wants to take it? You can try. Since you asked me if lower time frames work, you can try it now. 30-minute is making a retest on GA. You have the chance to see if it works. Fake outs are your worst enemy. No, we don't have many problems with fake outs. They come once in a while, so we can deal with them. We can deal with them. Do you speak to yourself when you are talking? Do you mean when you are trading? I don't understand. GBP CAD, a break and retest of this zone on the left. Let me take a look at my chart here. I don't know. GBP CAD, a break and retest of this zone. I would probably like to have some rejections before, then a breakout. No, I don't speak to myself when I'm trading. To control emotion, because I don't have emotions. If you use good risk on every trade, you're not gonna have any emotion because you're not over risking. It's just another trade. Every trade is just another trade. Use small risk and no emotions. Since 2016. In 4 years, I'm gonna have 10 years experience on the markets. Imagine that. GA 1 hour is rejecting. 30-minute is making a retest. So you can try the retest on 30-minute. I said before, it's still there. And find out if it works or not. I would take a buy, to be honest, on GA to try this 30-minute how it goes. But I don't want to break my rules. We're gonna have to just watch and see what happens. There's still time. There's another 15 minutes left. The golden hour. This is the golden hour for the break and retest. Last 15 minutes are the best. They either stop you out or give you a lot of profit. EU 30-minute breaking back above. Let's take a look. Gonna take a look at 1 hour. Ooh, that's nice. That is nice. 1 hour getting rejected all the way to the upside from support, breaking a minus zone here. This could end up pretty well. Check the 4 hour. 4 hour was is going above the previous 4 hour candle. That's nice. I mean, we'll see. Maybe something is coming here on EU. A break and retest. Who knows? Something might be coming. GJ breaking? Not yet. GJ breaks? Not yet. Don't you see this resistance we have on the left? We need to push through that to have a breakout. GU, what a nice push. Let's go GA. It's getting rejected last 15 minutes. Let's see how far it's gonna go. Already got rejected around 7-8 pips, going for 10. Do we have 15? 15, 15, 15, almost there. A nice pullback on the 30-minute. Look, we have Euro USD. It looks pretty nice. Some nice momentum we have right there. 4 hour went above the previous 4 hour candle. It's not a big of a deal, but as you can see, we have a minus zone. So going above means 1 hour breaking the zone, and we could get a chance on the retest to continue more, maybe filling this range. It's not a classical setup, so we're not going to rush to take it, but it looks good. If I take it, it's probably going to be a low risk trade. On the other side, we have GBP AUD. So we can't forget about GBP AUD. GBP is very bullish right now. Lots of momentum. And we could catch something quick there on GBP AUD. See, only if we fill the wick, we get like 15, almost 20 pips. Filling the range is a 30 pip range. So it's not big for GA. Easy. Should be an easy job here. But if it breaks like this, it's not good. We need close to 10 pips breakout if we want to do something here. No, I didn't forget to unmute. John, you are probably have the phone on silent, or I don't know. put the volume up because I'm not on mute. Good morning. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Ten minutes left. It doesn't look good. London session today is slow. Very, very slow, but what can we do? We have to wait. Patient pace. Don't rush things. Okay, so okay, so what's the philosophy? At least 7 pips break and retest. No, it's not. We have a rule that on GBP pairs we want at least 10 pips breakout. Why? Because it is a confirmation. If the breakout is not that strong, we might get faked. So we don't want to get in a fake out because the breakout was too weak. When we break a zone, we want at least 10 pips because GBP are volatile pairs. So when we get a confirmation, the confirmation should be strong. And a 10 pips breakout above a resistance or support tells us that we have good momentum, strong momentum, and we can continue more. GA is not good at all. It's not good at all because it's coming all the way down, so probably not going to have a breakout. Not many hopes there for GA. EU on the other side has a better setup probably. It's 8 pips right now. Let's see what happens. EU can be pretty nice here. I don't like the fact that we have to come all the way down here for the retest, but I guess around here would be good enough. Maybe 5-6 pips pullback just to give us that chance to enter. It would be also nice to have a 4-hour breakout, but the 4-hour closes. We need 1 more hour for the 4-hour to close. Pips breakout, 5 pip retest, yeah. 5 no, but deeper, because this is where we have the zone. And thinking that it might not come to make that whole pullback, we could enter in a 2-3 pips range from the zone, because it's already going too far right now. I don't know if we're gonna get a chance. John, that all depends on you. If you want to let a trade run all the way to your take profit, or you want to close some, leave some run. What we do is most of the time we close at the first target most of our profits, and we leave a runner. Always leave a runner. You never know how far it might go. It might make the same amount that you made with the full risk sometimes. Lately, all the trades have gone at least 50 pips. At least. Three minutes left. Let's see if we have something. If we don't have something, shame on the market. But we do have something. Euro US dollar. I mean, if we get a pullback, Gordon, if you have 20 pips on EU, very nice. Congrats. Congrats. GA rejected all the way down. It went bearish. Very nice GA. Looks like it was not meant to be. Was not meant to be. Came all the way down. Rejected. So it's not going to be a breakout on GA. We are off from that pair right now. And the focus goes somewhere else. All the GBP pairs somehow getting rejected. That momentum didn't last for too much. Looks like only EU is the only pair that we have something. Even if we don't get some kind of setup here, we can still have a break and retest above this level. So this could still be good. This could still be good, but it's just a matter of time. You are 20 pips drawdown in GBP AUD, still hopping. Look guys, I don't know. I told you plenty of times why I don't trade 30 minutes. You see how a clean break and retest on the 30 minute, it didn't work out. Why is that? I don't know, you tell me. See, if we wouldn't wait for the 1 hour and would take the 1 hour, the 30 minute, we would already take a 1 to 2% loss here. So here's the reason why I don't trade 30 minute, but I wait for the 1 hour. A very good example. Fake out happened on the 30 minute. What can I say? This just proved everything. It just proved everything. So we move on now. Let's see, Euro US dollar. We have this trade. To be honest, Euro US dollar is a very good position. The only thing is that the zone is too low here, and I don't know if it's gonna come. And if it comes, I don't like how far it is. The retest that it has to make. It's right where the previous candle started, and that's not good usually when it has to come all the way down there. So what I'm expecting here on EU is probably it's going to be a pullback here, half of this candle here around in the middle, like 5 pips pullback, and then a whole push to the upside, filling this range. That's the only thing that makes sense. If we don't have a trade right now, we might have once we break this level. Looks very nice. Even though I don't like EU that much. Yeah, just forget everything on lower time frames, 1 hour and 4 hour. Also we watch the daily sometimes just to look if there's something against us or not. But most of the time 1 hour and 4 hour. How to know if a pair is doing a retest or a fake out? You don't know. You know it's doing a retest. That's for sure. But you don't know if it's going to be a fake out. So now there are some things that will make it more likely to happen a fake out, which is sometimes coming from another zone. Hitting another zone and coming for a retest, that can make price turn into a fake out. But not every time that happens. Sometimes there's going to be a fake out from the news because let's say we had a breakout from the news. Now after news coming for retest and it results in a fake out. That's 2 reasons. Sometimes there can be no reason at all. It just results in a fake out. So this time on GA there was no fake out because 1 hour didn't break. Why was there a fake out in 30 minutes? I don't know. I know that if it would happen on 1 hour, maybe it would be a reason. Maybe we hit a zone on daily. Could be a reason. Lajek, what do you want to say, my friend?
Yeah, if this would interest you, this break on the
Geo?
yeah,
Yeah, why not? Why
yeah,
not?
it looks good.
It's a pretty strong resistance there.
And if GA would break again, I think it's also still good.
GA, I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see about that.
Yeah, this is. It would be good if it would break in this hour, then it would be 4-hour breakout.
Let's see, my friends. It is a very uneventful morning. We're having basically nothing. Can you explain why don't you trade on lower times? Because there's no need for me to. It's more complicated to trade on lower time frames. It's more simple to trade on higher time frames only. It's just simple. And every time you're going to get a trade on higher time frames, you have way more better confirmation than having a confirmation on lower time frames. But you can take both maybe and find a way to trade with higher time frames and lower time frames at the same time. But for me, it's just I don't need it. Simple. I want to trade on 1 hour only. It works perfectly, and I don't need much to do. Let's say I trade lower time frames too, right? I try to take a trade on 1 hour. Then I have to go to look at 30 minute. I lose a minute there. Then I have to go at the 15 minute, do some analysis. I lose another minute there. Then I have to go to 5 minute. Then I have also higher time frames daily, and I have the 4 hour. There's too many. There's too many to. Now imagine all of them telling you different thing. So it's hard to make all tell you the same thing, because most of the time they're not gonna do that. So there was a lot of confusion when I used to trade also lower time frames, because 1 hour would tell me different, 15 minute will tell me different, and I would start doubts in my trade. If I enter a trade in 1 hour, I'm gonna stick to on the 1 hour. Not gonna let the 15 minute have effect on my trade. A lot of people, when I trade here the 1 hour, start to say the 15 minute is engulfing, or 15 minute did this, 15 minute close to bearish. I don't care about what the lower time frames do, because that's what they have to do. I focus on the 1 hour and 1 hour only if I take it on the 1 hour.
Could you check my CJ chart?
Yes. Are you from Kosovo? Yes, I am. Let's take a look, Leszek. What do you have here? CJ looks good. Looks good. Let's take it straight away if it has a break and retest. But
No,
it
no,
has
no.
not.
Maybe this hour. But I think it's very good. It's in uptrend, higher time frames, now consolidating.
Yeah, we'll see if we get to close above. Eric, my friend, what's up? Funding talent, I would probably suggest you FTMO before funding talent. Funding talent, I don't like them. They are too complicated.
I am not sure, but they probably now also have the option like FTMO.
Yeah, I heard they did the option.
But I don't know if there is some other rules because
no,
they have...
it's I think it's lame. Like they tell you, you traded aggressively, you didn't use good risk. They won't tell you the way to trade.
Okay.
It's your account. You can trade however you want. Doesn't make sense to tell you no, you did this, you did that. What I do is my thing. I paid, for example, for the account. Now let me do my thing. Put a limit of what I can lose, and if I do that, kick me out, take me the account, do whatever you have to do, but Kosovo has like 2 million people only. It's like a small town in a small neighborhood in America, probably. Will you trade 1 hour Rick fill on GJ? Probably not, because it's coming from resistance. It's like a rejection. So you have to be careful now. EU didn't give us any kind of retest at all. No pullback. It was too small. Straight to the next zone. If we break this, we can have a good setup. And there's a good range to fill to the upside. It's like a 20 pip range. That's pretty good. Not bad at all. Did you take GJ? No, we didn't take anything today. We're still just waiting. It's been pretty slow. I am with Audacity Capital. You get a direct live account. How do you mean direct live account? You don't have to do challenge or? There are so many funding firms now. It's so many chances to get funded. Pick and choose. Take the opportunity while you have it, otherwise they'll be gone soon. No, I don't think they'll be gone, but take a chance now. Why not? Make as much as you can. Bitcoin at 54K. Let's go. I heard a guy, I don't know what was his name. Let me see, I can find it. He said, if you knew who is the owner of Bitcoin, you would sell Bitcoin right in this moment.
I
I
think
mean,
it's Dan Pena.
yeah, he's the guy. But everyone said that that was a long time ago and Bitcoin hit now 50K. That was like when price was very low. Dan Pena, yeah. He said that. I don't know. What do you guys think about him? GBP looks like it might continue. GU. It might flip bullish. Honestly, the 4R looks good. We may continue, but also we are right at resistance. Why don't you use indicators? Do you recommend for beginners? No, man. You don't need indicators. You don't. You don't need them. It's just as simple as that. You just don't need them. Just go to yesterday's webinar and look at the trade we took. Look what we needed there. Only one breakout candle. We entered on the retest and done. This was the trade. The breakout, we entered on the retest, boom, 40 pips. What do you need more? You don't need indicators to tell you to buy. Look, for trading, there are platforms plenty. MT4, MT5, C Trader. These are basic things, guys. You guys are asking me some basic things that you should already know them. I am like a Google search. What app do you use? What website is that? These kind of things. What website do you use for the news? These are all basic things you guys should know. But anyway, I'll answer since we don't have anything to do. Morning, morning. Morning, my friend. Today it would be better to get sleep than come and stay in front of charts because we don't have anything. Okay, guys, Euro US dollar is going to be the next trade. Gather up for next hour and let's hope that we're going to have a breakout. Otherwise, we're just going to be standing here because there's nothing happening. Nothing happening right now. It's very slow. Samuel, that doesn't matter at all what minimum amount I began trading. That doesn't matter at all. It doesn't matter how much I started with. I told you before. First account, I had 200 euros. The first account. I mean, that was without any kind of experience. Then bigger accounts came in. Started with 25k or 20k. I think 20k. No, actually, I started with 5k first. Then I don't know if I blew it, but then I know that I had a 20k account to start with. Look, guys, 5 years have passed. It doesn't really matter anymore. Samuel, man, go lose some weight. Go lose some weight, my friend. I am day trader. Any plans of doing a weekly recap video? Yeah, for my group, but not on YouTube.
Hey, Seat,
Yeah, Georgie?
what do you think about GU above 38970? It's also a 4-hour level.
This one,
Yeah, no, below. Where prices now?
our prices now.
Yeah, look it on the 4-hour. Looks good there.
Yeah, I saw it on the 4 hour too. We have a small range in between. I don't know how we're gonna do this.
This price had some pullback and it's gonna be the 4-hour close now.
I think
Could
it's
be a nice break.
next zone is very close. I
Yeah,
mean,
20 pips.
if we get a good close, why not? But 20 pips, not bad. If we get a 10 pips close above, I'd like to see like a rejection first. It doesn't matter if the 4 hour doesn't break right now. The 1 hour can be enough here, but I would like to see rejections here before, then a break above, then continuation.
Yeah, okay, makes
Not
sense.
these kind of candles, bullish candle after bullish candle. I wouldn't trust that way that much. If we get a rejection like this candle closes bearish, the next one breaks, then we can take it. The more rejections we have, it's just better. The setup is way better that way. It just confirms us that it's rejecting this at this level is still, reacting. And then when you get a breakout, you feel more comfortable taking it. Honestly, I would take EU even before the GU. It just looks clean. We have a nice 20 pip range. We should easily continue if we do break above. But there's still time until we break. Did you just say go lose some weight? No, I was talking to Samuel. Samuel told me yesterday go lose some weight. Samuel was telling me go lose some weight, and Samuel doesn't know that I lost 13 kilos or 13 kg. Hussein, my friend, you are doing the same question for like 10th time now, and I don't understand why. I told you like every time you asked, we don't need them. It's a simple reason. It doesn't have to be another reason. You just don't use it because you don't need it. Why should you use something when you can do just fine without it? Eric, in that instance, we try to anticipate where price can reject. And there is sometimes cases when we enter in a 1 to 5 pips range. So we try to see where price can reject, and not every time you get the perfect retest. So we try to enter a little bit earlier, let's say 5 pips range. Look at yesterday's trade, for example, GU. We didn't know if the price is going to come all the way down to make the perfect retest. So first entry was in a 5 pip range around here, and second entry when it came right at support. It could have come a little lower, but still it was perfect. You shouldn't let the trade go just because it didn't make the perfect retest. You have the 5 pips range, enter in a 5 pips range. As soon as it touched the wicks, I entered, because we've said before, price can reject from the wicks and from where candles are closed. So if the range is small, you can enter from the wicks too, or enter half like we did yesterday. We entered half. When it came lower, we entered another half, and done. Nothing more there. Okay, so hi, I'm brand new to Forex. I was just wondering what your thoughts are on the CPI news later today. My friend, if you are new, you don't have to worry at all about CPI news. Just skip that. Skip that news, focus on the charts. If you want to trade the news, you are doing it wrong. If you are new, focus on technicals first. Try to find a way that makes you feel comfortable when trading. Find a way to trade, see if it works for you, do some back testing. After that, you can start with fundamentals and see how you can make fundamentals help your trading way also. If you don't want to be interested in fundamentals, you can just skip them. Try to avoid trading when there's news, or try to avoid trading on the market when you think that fundamentals can have an effect and the market might go against you. For me, I don't really use fundamentals, and I do just fine. And you, as a new trader, new to Forex, you don't have to go straight to fundamentals. In Bitcoin USD, the spread is more than 5. What effect does it have in your trade? Victory FX. My friend, I'm surprised by your question. How do you not know what happens if Bitcoin has that kind of spread? That means it's gonna blow your account straight away. Once you open your account, you're gonna be straight in God knows how much drawdown because the spread is too big. These things are simple. You have to know it. If you don't know it, you can just use the demo account and try and see what happens. You go open a demo account on the same broker and see what happens if the spread is that big. What is the colored button at the bottom right? I don't know what you mean by that. Afzal, GA sounds on next hour, 1 hour closes. Let's take a look. Well, GA, to be honest, technically it's perfect, almost perfect. I mean, if it closes below, we don't really have a reason why to skip it except a daily support that we have. And
I don't know, this level wasn't respected. Lastly, when you look at 1 hour, it's just in the middle of the candles. Small reactions.
yeah, the first time it was respected pretty good.
Yeah,
until it came
exactly.
around here. I don't know. Let's see, the 4 hour. No, actually, I like G8 now. Now I like G8. Why? Because the 4 hour close is coming. So this can be a 4 hour and a 1 hour break and retest. So it might be good. It might be good. This might be good, but we need a good breakout, so we're gonna wait and see what happens. But I like GA now. When I saw the 4 hour also coming lower, this could be a nice trade. Came below the previous 4 hour candle. This support is pretty strong. 1 hour also closing below. It could give us some nice pips. It has some big wicks on the left. The only problem is when it comes for the retest, it might come a little deeper. But let's see, it looks like even with 10 pips, we can still be good in this trade. Can easily have some quick 20 pips. But it's another 30 minutes, so there's plenty of time until then. We have to wait. There are better pairs to trade, like GBP CHF. My friend, GBP CHF is not good to trade at all. I told you before, it's not a good pair at all. It's very known for fakeouts. Guys, a quick break and we come back again. Just a quick break. We'll be right back. 1 2 1 2. What's new? Okay, we're coming to the last 10 minutes. Last 10 minutes and no good signs until now. This EJ, I don't know what the hell is wrong with EJ. It's been consolidating for such a long time. It needs to break either to the upside or to the downside. It's been too long now. Have you always used the break and retest strategy? Do you have any other strategy you use? No. Only break and retest. We stick to it. Only one the first year was trying different strategies. After 1 year found the break and retest. And since then just break and retest. Nothing else. Cat JPY is still in this small consolidation box. We'll see what happens. Maybe we'll have a break above, who knows. In this hour, I don't really have much hopes because it doesn't really look like we're gonna have something. It just doesn't look like it. Didn't take much to master it because break and retest is a simple way to trade. It doesn't take too long to understand how it works. What? GCAT did a retest. And G8 is getting rejected. Looks like we're not gonna have a breakout. 7 minutes left, and if we want to take this, we need a good close like this. It doesn't seem like it's gonna do that. Would you say that patience is key to the strategy? Yeah. It's a big part of the strategy, patience. If you don't wait for the right moment, you're done. There's a lot of waiting that happens sometimes with the strategy, but it's all worth it at the end because it pays. At the end, it pays. One good setup you get, and you forget that you waited for too long. This time always no volume. No, we had yesterday was good. Yesterday was perfect almost. We got 40-50 pip moves yesterday. Same time as today. Even earlier. But no, today looks different. Less moves. I mean, we had some news. It's not that we didn't. Because you could see GU did a 35 pip move. Almost 40 pips. Not almost, but 54 pips. This daily move here. It's not bad at all. It's just we didn't get any chance yet because price is just in the middle of the zones. It's not breaking some key zones yet. CAD CHF. Okay, my friend, let's take a look because a lot of you has been asking for CAD CHF. Let's see what's there. If there's something that's worth it or not. Okay, so it looks like there's a resistance here on the 4 hour and the 1 hour. Both time frames are good. But, my friend, if you look a little higher, you have another resistance where you see a lot of candles getting rejected. This one, these, this. And the thing is, if we get a break above, then a retest, the range is too small. And also the thing is that probably this is going to be a weak breakout because we only have 5 minutes left. I mean, it can happen to close a little bit better, but still the range is too small. If you look at the 4 hour, looks good, but it's the same thing. Two zones in between, and I would say skip it. It's not worth trading it. Spare. CHF pairs doesn't pay. They're cheap. AUD CAD. Let's take a look at the 1 hour. There's a nice level here on AUD CAD, but I guess it's just going to be closing below resistance. There's not going to be a breakout. AUD JPY. I don't know. It's just too messy. It's too messy here. And ADJPY not really respecting zones that well. I think I'm gonna skip it. I'm not sure about this. Yeah, this is good. Aussie dollar. Just like EU. Both are pretty much the same. Aussie dollar, Euro, US dollar. But we're very unlucky today. There's no breakout here. CAD JPY is trying to push, but it's too late. GJ pushing on the last minutes. All GBP pairs are pushing. What if GU breaks 1.39, 150?
This GU doesn't look bad now.
Look, it looks good, but I'm not sure if I want to take it right here. It's a little bit tricky situation. I mean, the 4 looks good. Can't say it doesn't, because it does look good, and there's more room to push if the 4 closes like this. But the retest here, you know why I don't like this, because it has to come for the retest right where the candle started. We're also very close to resistance. Probably it's gonna push straight to the next zone.
Good morning.
Hello, my friend. Good morning. How are you today?
I'm good, and you?
Good. Very slow day, a little boring, but we're waiting to see what happens. GU here is giving some good signs.
I have hope for the day.
Yeah, for the day I have hope too. For this hour, not much, but some hopes are coming, like this GU here. It's about to make a nice breakout, and the 4 hour is gonna be also good, but the next level is not too far, it's pretty close. Also the 4 hour closes, so having a 4 hour close like this, no top wick, it's gonna make things interesting.
What do you think about the USD CHF break and retest that we kind of had?
Let me see, because I don't have the pair here. This one here?
Mm-hmm. If you see on the left, it is a zone.
Yeah, it is.
What do you think about break and retests like that, where we have it doesn't come within the first hour, but it comes within the second hour?
Look, here it looks like it came for the first and the second.
Exactly.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter unless it hit another zone, you know?
Mm-hmm.
You can still take it. Even if it doesn't come on the first, you can take it on the second, because sometimes the range might be maybe a little bit bigger. So the first candle comes like some pips, and the next one comes then for retest deeper. You can still take it unless it's coming from a big zone or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah. USD CHF looks stuck in this consolidation here
Yeah.
right now.
But we had a fake out to the top side, so
Yeah, this looks like a fake out, but if you look at it towards a weak breakout, probably at 2
exactly.
pips.
But I like it
Nothing
because
big.
and then we had the break in, if you will, and then I thought we could at least sweep the bottom of that zone.
I mean, if I would see this on real time, watching these candles, making this small retest here, even that's pretty small, when I would see this candle, I would have maybe more hope that price is going to continue, but still it was too small. And you could see there's like a minor zone here. It looks like it did reject from here, because there's plenty of candles here. This GU is about to not give us any kind of retest.
If we
Yeah.
break from the next zone, though, is that going to be better?
Well, if it breaks the next zone, it's pretty good. Look
Exactly.
how strong the zone is.
Gotta stay optimistic.
I just would like to see a rejection first, then a break. I mean, look at yesterday,
Yeah.
how big the pullback was from the same zone. And every time price hit this zone, there was always big rejections. So you could expect the same. Probably first a rejection, then another push, and who knows, we might have a breakout later. I mean, look, the daily did a retest here. It is a 4 hour zone too. Price got rejected all the way up. It broke like 3 zones until here. 4 hour closed bullish. This new 4 hour, I think a small pullback around here, and we could try to break that zone too. There's a chance, but taking buys here, I think I'm gonna skip it because it already came to the next zone. So we're gonna wait for something. It's good that we got rejected. Just a confirmation that this level is still there, and once probably come lower, we get rejected again and try to break above. I like EU a lot, so I'm gonna keep an eye on EU too, because it can break next hour, who knows. 4 hour pretty close. I mean, if this 4 hour would be above, this would have been an epic trade. Anthony, no, I didn't hold GU more yesterday. Yesterday we closed. That pullback it made later on the stream, that was the end of GU. runner. Okay, EU and GU. These are the pairs that are on the list to see later. Next hour, probably. Who knows? Other than that, wow, is the US dollar really rejected all the way up? All USD pairs are kind of the same.
Exactly at resistance points, and they're
Yeah.
all, or the only one that's on the other side is that USD CHF, and a lot of the other ones are still within the resistance.
If you look at the candles, look, is it the US dollar, Aussie dollar? Same exact setup. These 4-hour candles, they all broke the previous 4-hour candles. See, there's no difference. How same they are. So, as the US dollar, Aussie dollar, look at EU. Same thing, exact same thing. 3 pairs, they have the same setup. So, they both look bullish right now. Both for all of them. Aussie dollar is a little bit closer to resistance than the others. We're gonna have to see. I mean, we have some options today, but there's gonna be news coming up. I mean, there's still time, 2 hours.
And
Let's see
said
over
this CJ? What do you think?
CJ did a break above or
No,
not?
no. But it's
Look, probably CAD is gonna consolidate until the news. We have some interest rate decision today, so it probably is gonna be quiet until then, and then it's gonna explode. It's a good thing. If it stays in the middle, you can put sell stops below and buy stops above to trade the news if you want with a small risk to have some excitement today. Otherwise, based on technicals, I think it's going to be good. It's been consolidating for some quiet time, and we'll see. Let's see how far it can go. I want to see a break on the EJ because it's been here for so long. Look at the 4-hour, how big this is. Once we break, there's going to be some serious move, either to the upside or to the downside. Look at the daily. Wow, the daily is crazy. Imagine having a daily breakout too, alongside with a 4-hour. Oh, it's going to be easy 50 pips at least. Yeah, if it continues, but there's also zones here. There's zones everywhere on EJ. It's gonna take time, but just from the past, you know what happens after every big consolidation box is broken. Look at last time. Last time was crazy. First, we got the break and retest, I think so. The first move, then came all the way back down again. Got rejected again, consolidated for quite some time. Then it broke above again, then came for a retest again and got rejected. Once again, closed back in the range, retest, continuation. Looks like we had a fake out here. How big this was. So same thing is happening again. I guess it's just the way EJ is working lately with all these consolidations. It hasn't been, it's been the same for a long time now.
Euro dollar looks cleanest one, I think.
Yeah, we have a nice 20 pip range to the upside here. We can easily fill that range. All we need is a breakout and a retest. But let's not forget the news. It's 2 hours. If this breaks on this hour, then we get 1 hour and a half, maybe 2 give us the trade. Tricky. GBP CAD retesting again. Third time. Now is the 4 hour. Now the 4 hour retest is coming. Now I'm gonna skip GCAD because GCAD is right at resistance right now. And getting rejected. NZD JPY looks like it broke a zone here. It's not a bad zone.
For entries, do you look at recent price action? Well, obviously for your zones, you look at also historical, but specifically for entries, do you look at what recently happened, or where do you try to find your entries more?
It's good to look what happened recently, but I also want to be on the same direction, looking left too. If left zones also match with the current zones, that would be the best. But of course, it's good to look what currently is happening, because price creates new zones, and there's the higher chance that price respects the current zones than the older zones.
Okay.
But if you get both on the same boat, that would be the best. When everything lines up, you know, left zones with the current zones, everything is the same zone. You get the breakout and a retest, you're 100% sure to trade. This, for example, it looks pretty good. Can't say that it doesn't, because it does. Lots of rejection, same level. I think it's gonna respect this and probably have a continuation here, at least to this next zone.
Would you take it if it now pushed below that wick and it came to that level?
Would I take it on this level here?
No, at that bottom level. If it now
Here.
pushed, yeah, exactly. If it pushed below the wick and came to the entry.
I don't know. I mean, we could take this. I mean, risk reward can be perfect here. 5 pips stop loss. Why not risk 5 pips for 15? I mean, this is awesome, to be honest.
And if it did push below that wick right now, I'm sure there's a lot of people buying, given that it's rejecting and looks decent.
Yeah, it always rejected, just giving small signs.
Exactly. So lots of people might be in there and put the stop loss at the bottom now.
Let's see the 4 hour. Or we can just wait, because we might get
That top
and end up in this consolidation for a long time. Even though the 1 hour looks good, but still it's a long, big consolidation, just like EJ. I mean, a lot of similarities in between these two. But this might be a time of the breakout, who knows. I don't know. It looks like for today, not for today, for this hour, we don't really have anything. So maybe you have to skip it until the next hour, see what we get. I'm really positive about EU. Only problem is the news, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I would say wait, because we have some major trades coming on the major pairs.
Yeah. I wouldn't rush anything. It's not worth it. It's better to wait for that perfect moment to take the trade. Whenever it comes. I can wait a day or 2 or 3, whatever it takes until that good trade comes. Otherwise, why risk 1% for nothing? For pairs that you're having tops or setups. Better wait for that good setup, then we can take it. But right now we don't have anything, unfortunately.
And normally when there's news like that, there's also more volume, so that makes things more interesting as well.
Yeah, yeah. Hopefully after the news, we'll see. Maybe after news we get a chance on EU. Probably it's gonna be quiet around here, staying until the news. Then the news might help break some zones.
Or the news could be used to make a fake out as well. It's always a, a tricky situation
Yeah,
with news. But if it's a
yes.
fake out, that would also be a great play. So
Okay, if it's a fake out, I can still make it back on a fake out. But
exactly.
um, I don't know if the news can have big impact. It's just a 20 pip range. This is gonna be straight to the next zone,
Hmm.
if not more. So we'll see, because the news might have not affect at all. I mean, consumer price index. It
I
might
don't think
be,
it moves as much as it used to, or I don't
yeah,
think
yeah.
most do.
Probably with just the spread, it's gonna go wild a little bit. Then in 2 minutes, it's gonna get back to normal. I don't know if that's gonna have big effect on ESD, but consumer price index. I mean, it might have. Look, if you go Friday, we had NFP. What did happen on NFP? Nothing. There was no kind of movement. It was lame. So, do you think this is gonna have more impact on USD pairs? Of course not. If NFP didn't move it, then this is nothing basically. I think I'm gonna go for now, guys. But we'll keep in touch in the group, see what we get. But right now, not worth waiting in front of the charts because there's nothing until the next candle. So see you for now. Let's get some breakfast and get ready maybe for the next hour. Hopefully we have something.
Thank you
And
very
Thank
much.
you.
see you for now. Unfortunately, we didn't have anything, but what can we do? Sometimes we get something. Yesterday, we got a very nice trade. Today, we're resting. Looks like there's not much. We had pretty big moves yesterday. Today also, but not for us yet. Still need to wait. See you guys for now. We'll keep in touch. Thank you guys. Thank you. Frederick, my friend, this is myfxbook.com. Myfxbook.com is the website where I watch the news. You have plenty others too, so pick and choose. Thank you guys a lot for today. Unfortunately, not much movement, but yeah, we have to wait. Maybe later on, or even your session is gonna bring something. But for now, have a nice day. See you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Okay, thanks everyone. Enjoy your day. Yeah, John, sometimes we have bigger take profit than one-to-one risk reward. Depends. We use runners most of the time. We never close full. Sometimes we close full, sometimes no, but we try at least to leave a runner on every trade we take. See you guys. Bye bye.